Budweiser, Budweiser, Budweiser.
Are you guys ready to get rolling?
Try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts. Never waste time, you got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the fucking hours it takes to get some power. Don't be sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And all the doubters, they're just downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now.
What's happening? What's everyone doing?
I'm just kidding. I'm not using that voice. I was messing up on my buttons, though. I hit the wrong screen and I didn't transition fast enough. Anyway, what's happening? How's everyone doing? Let's do a quick roll call. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, bell notification, good stuff that involves the channel. Anyway, we got Johannes here, Sonia, Near, Wheeling Crypto and Coffee. Whoa, that's quite the name you got going on there. Awesome. Crypto Baltus, Jarl Grey Bear, Mike Baldwin, Dave Collins, Automatic Beats. What's going on? Ancient Astronaut. Oh, we got Ancient Astronaut here again. Awesome. What things can you tell us from the past? Hugo Down, what's going on? Jason, Mike Baldwin again. AJG71SG. What's going on? Anyone here mining Raptorium on our plan? Getting a lot of 0 RTM payouts lately on my shares. Anyone know the cause? I am not sure. Interesting. How are you seeing 0 payouts on your shares? So yeah, need more details on that operation. I don't know what's going on there. Minifacil is back, and I just moved my rigs there this morning. So I'm actually on Minifacil right now, trying some RTM action yet again. Good morning, RabidMining. Yeah, good morning to all of you as well. Just a Miner, Travelers Travels, Ancient Astronaut, Dizzy IKEA, Yeti. What's going on, Yeti? What's happening? Ninja Kid, Diego Ma, my best friend, Looney News, and AJ. Oh, we went through that one already. All right, so what's going on? What's everyone up to? How's things going? What is today? Thursday? Is today Thursday? I don't know. It's all mixed up. I've been streaming more lately and stuff, and get my days all messed up. Rabid gave up on MO again. Well, I went for 24 hours. I didn't give up on it. We can have a look at that. Let's take a look at MO. Where's MO? Here's MO. If you're unfamiliar with MO is, it's a CPU mining thing. You can put your GPUs on it as well and mine like Ethereum and some other coins. Let me just see my screens. Can't really see that one. We'll go with that one. So I currently got 0.239858 XMR hanging out in my pool. My payout is set at like 3.6 XMR, so I get a 0% fee. But, it could take some while to get there. Obviously, I should, in theory, transfer this out right now because you don't really want to leave coins just sitting there. But whatever. I just do weird things sometimes. Why do I have only 9 workers online? Something went down. I guess no, rig 3. Oh, is it rig 3? What the? No. Okay, anyway, I got another worker offline somewhere. So we're going to have to look into that in a second. Never mind. What am I talking about? Oh my gosh, I'm out of it, guys. They are going to start dropping offline because I'm not on MO anymore. Obviously, duh. Oh, wow. Anyway, so yeah, I'm on MO. So I tested it out. And actually, the past 24 hours, I'll let you know exactly how much I mined there. So I'm just kind of bouncing around all over the place. So where's my notebook? I got my notebook here. I'm just kind of showcasing you. So in 24 hours, where is XMR? So I started at 0.205472 XMR. It's kind of hard just reading numbers at you. Like, okay, whatever. And now you can see I'm sitting at 0.29858 type of operation. Actually, that went up a bit because of the PPL and S log. This is actually still going to mine probably for the next 4 or 5 hours. My profitability is going to keep going up. So I probably got to wait for my PPL and S logs to ramp back down. But regardless, it was sitting around $7.50 to $8 or something like that. XMR price has been going up and down. So in 24 hours, seven and a half USD to $8. For Canadians out there, that's probably $9 to $10 a day. So that's actually not too bad. But then I went over to the good old CPU mining calculator. Bam. Let me just open it up. If you're unfamiliar, this is my website, rabidmining.com, and we got a CPU mining calculator beta thing actually kind of going on here. So I punched in my hash rate, and I can't remember what my hash rate was now. It was around 41,500 kilohash or so. I'll just calculate that. And, it was telling me that now it's down to $6. All right, so the hash rate went up on there. But Raptorium was dictating about 1,000, little over 1,000 RTM per day. And, it was around $8 and something per day. So I moved back to Raptorium this morning, but now it looks like the hash rate went up across the network and the coins dropped down already. So yeah, this does update every 15 minutes. So it gives you like what's happening right now, not, what's not, building up, 12 hours from now, shows different numbers. It calculates the difficulty and everything every 15 minutes. So it's, you can tell if hash rate's coming in. So obviously I moved over, maybe someone else moved in there, and the hash rate's already picking up. So it's down a little bit. That's okay though. I expect Raptorium to do some, nice things moving into the future. So I'm going to mine another little bag here, get it going, and see what happens. So I'll test this out for another couple days and see how it goes. Will you be getting the new 5800 X3D Ryzen to test for mining? I would like to, but I can't really afford it. And just basing numbers off the stats of that CPU, I don't really think it's going to be worth it. If it was cheaper, it would be worth it. But the price range is coming in, which is pretty much the same amount as getting a 5900X or a potential 3900X. The prices are coming down on them. You're better off with the other CPU. It'll just perform better on the other coins. Now, like I said in the past, if this thing was cheaper, like maybe 50% of what they actually want to sell it for, that CPU might be worth it for mining because you will see nice gains. It'll compete with 3900Xs, 5900Xs, 5950s, 3950Xs, all of these, because it will utilize 16 threads with all that L3 cache on Haven. The other coins, I don't think you're really going to see much of a boost. So it's the same thing as utilizing a 37 or a 3800X in the first place. So, and you can't overclock it. So that'll be interesting with it as well. So I don't think I'm going to be like actually spending any money on CPUs until I find a great deal on a Threadripper, obviously, or if the Ryzen 7000 series drops, the 7900s or the 7950X, if that's what they're allegedly going to be called. But it's still too soon to tell. They could change their names to whatever. It's going to be interesting, though, because think about it. I think they're going to have to do some naming things here, because if the next series of their GPUs is in the 7000s and the next series of essentially, no, their CPUs are going to be 6000 series. I don't know why some people are rumoring them as 7900s. So maybe they'll be the 6900X. Honestly, I have no idea. But whatever the next gen of CPUs is coming out later on this year, that's the one I'm potentially probably looking at, because that's when we will see, the bigger gains on it, and potentially Haven could become the most profitable coin to mine on CPUs with that CPU. Because if we can fully utilize, a 5950, a 5900, and same 3000 series counterpart to a full threads on Haven, that coin's going to be extremely profitable, because right now you're only utilizing 16 threads, so half the CPU on your bigger 3950, 5950Xs, or 3/4 of the CPU on your 39 and 5900Xs. And it's still a really profitable coin. So picking up potential doubling the profits off Haven is going to make it look pretty, pretty appealing for CPU miners. Rabid's own hash crashed the profitability. Yeah, it probably did, honestly. And it was funny. Did I show you guys when I went to Yatacoin there a couple days ago? I'm not sure if I showed that on a live stream or not, but anyway, I picked a pool that was at the bottom. Like, let's take a look at Yatacoin. We can kind of actually see where I went on there, unless it disappeared now. Let's go to mining pool stats. Mining pool stats. I swapped on over. We're going to go into good old Yatacoin here. Yada. Where are you, Yatacoin? No. Yada. There we are. There's Yatacoin. And so do we have my spike? It's somewhere in here. Where is it? I went to this pool here. Oh, it's gone, I think. Oh, maybe it was right here. Yeah, maybe this was the point right here, but it was funny. So this pool was actually like somewhere in here or something. Didn't have very much hash rate or anything on it. And then I threw on my rigs on it, and you can see it spiked. And it made a spike here, and it pretty much took over the network. I legitly had like 55% of the whole entire network at my disposal. I could, essentially, I could cause an attack if I wanted to, but obviously I didn't. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was funny. I took this pool shot into first place. The hash rate skyrocketed, and I had over like 55% of the network hash rate. It looks like more miners are coming onto it now. So if I did that right now, I would not be able to have that same amount of hash rate. But I had a nice handles worth. I'm probably at about 45% if I put everything on it right now. But the miner was saying this was fairly profitable, and I got a decent chunk. It's really hard to sell this coin though. That's the only issue currently. The volume is fairly low, but it is, a fairly profitable coin. Let's actually just look at Random X right now. For a single, what we got for a single 3900X does about, running efficiently, remember, 12,600 is an efficient setting here on RandomX, XMR, as well as YataCoin. Now you can get upwards of 15,300 hashes with CL14 RAM cranked up to about 4.2 something, 1.25 volts on a 3900X. And that ultimately gives you like 240 watts of power. So dropping just a couple kilohash down here actually cuts your power by more than half at only 109 watts. So this is the setting I use because I don't recommend overclocking CPUs past into their boost clock. It's just not worth it in my mind. Anyway, calculate. Oh yeah, I'm going up against this big bad boy here. I got my full hash rate here. So now we're going to calculate. We can see YataCoin. It's sitting at $1.37 still currently. That's the most profitable. So I might go back again. I want to make my own pool for this. So once I get my server built, set up and everything, I'm going to turn it into like a YataCoin pool. I'm going to solo mine some YataCoin and see how that actually comes out. But it's saying a single 3900X right now is, making $1.37 currently right now. So like I said, I put it on there, I made a decent chunk and now I'm just keep on moving around, trying different coins. What do we got here? Do you think you can add autofill hash rates to your CPU mining calculator based on one algorithm? Input my Raptorium hash rate and autofills the other algorithm. Emo, no. That's next to impossible because they all differentiate. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. But because the algorithms are so different, it's the same thing with CPU mining or GPU mining, everything. Every algorithm is different. But we are working, or I guess Stimulated Fat Cat, the dev here, he is working on a sheet where you guys can submit your hash rates and everything. We're going to get an idea of GPUs, and eventually we will have the tabs in so that you can just either put the one beside, like, say, the CPU you have, or click the tab, and then it will autofill the hash rates for you. But first, we need all the data together in order to be able to do that. So there's going to be a sheet coming up onto this. Now, if you're not familiar, I'm going to put this in the link here or in the chat in case you guys want. I believe I don't know if there's a link in the description. If there isn't, I'll put it in afterwards. But if you guys want to check this out, it's right there. But we are going to be adding that. There's going to be a sheet somewhere on the website. I'm assuming it might be at the bottom of this page or something. But you submit your hash rates and then submit the CPU you're using, and then that'll slowly start gathering data. Then eventually we can add some tabs and everything up top here. You guys see that? Add some tabs up top here. So then, for example, just like what to mine for GPUs, 3900X, click it, add how many you got, click it, and then it will fill this all in. But we do need all the data for that first. Now, obviously, I got 3900Xs, I got a couple 3950Xs, I got a 5950X, so I kind of can work with those adjustments. But when it comes to Intel CPUs, I don't got any. When it comes to like some Xeons, maybe some people with some Threadrippers, or regardless, we need a whole bunch of input before we can finally implement that specifically. But yes, it is coming, so keep that in mind. What do we got here? Definitely have to buy the 69 series. 60. Oh man, I can only imagine if that's what it turns out to be. Imagine the 6900X, the 6950X. Just because they're in those numbers, they should just go with the 6969X or something. That'll be like a new Threadripper, consumer grade, hopefully, instead of the OEM Pro versions that all they release. But who knows? We'll see what happens. The poker tournament. Yes, that is this Saturday, I believe. Yeah, you know what? I better find some details on that. The Aeon Crypto Poker Tournament is coming up this weekend, this Saturday. So if you obviously knock me out of that tournament, you will get yourself 500 Aeon just for taking me out. But come on, guys, don't take me out. I placed in the top, I think it was top 50 that got a reward. I got a reward. It was only like 150 Aeon, but I still placed last year in that. So awesome. Hopefully I do it again, but ultimately, I might not. I will be live streaming it. We'll be having fun talking and, going crazy while this happened like I usually do. I've been in, this is probably going to be my 4th or 5th one now, and I do live stream it every single time. So yeah, we hang out, we play some poker, we have fun. It's awesome. What's your hash rate for all algos for 3900X? Okay, let's kind of go through this and hopefully I can remember it. So we're going to go 12.6. Minotaur X is about 16,100. Ghost Riders anywhere between 3 to 3,555. I'm still up in the air about that because it's really hard to test Ghost Rider based on, you know, the average hash rate. You got to get your averages and put that in there. So I just used the mine Raptorium hash rate because, yeah, whatever. Anyway, 1158 is about what you get on Crypto Night. That's your Haven, your XHV. Curve hash. This is Pulsar. I do about 60,000. Now I think HiveOS actually, let's have a look here. HiveOS has an update that increases this yet even some more. Now they did that previously. Now there's another SRB miner update that sounds like they added even more hash rate. So this may change now. I'm not sure. And I do believe the 5,000 series outperformed the 3,000 series because I think they're getting maybe upwards of 70 to 80,000 hashes, 80 kilohash here, and the 3950X gets about 135 or gets. Can't remember my 3950X does, but the 5950X gets about 135, 140 kilohash on that. Verus hash depends on your miner. O11 data pool is about 28. You know, I'm going to go with 34 because if you're using Hell Miner, you actually get about, it's about 32 mega hash. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then Argon to Chickawawa. That's not really how it's pronounced, but that's how I pronounce it. Is called which one is this? That's Turtle Coin, I believe, and I think that's in the 16,000 range as well. So let's just calculate and see, you know, what is the top coin based on the coins we have. We're gonna be adding more coins too, but it does look like, oh, what the heck, Avian's back up. We gotta see if there's an issue with this price thing. But here we are, $1.37. We got 80 cents, 72, 52, 51, 45, and stuff like that. So this is what it's looking like currently. Turtle Coin's way down there. Did something happen? Something is going on with Turtle Coin. I don't know what it is. Something about changing it into wrapped Turtle Coin or something. Raptorium, actually, there's something going on with them too. I know they released that wrapped onto Binance change. So there's wrapped Raptorium going to Binance and stuff now, which is awesome. But there's something else. They're getting listed somewhere else, and I can't remember it is. But you know, Raptorium, they're making nice strides in terms of things. You know, if Raptorium, like imagine one day if this thing gets listed at say crypto.com, say Coinbase, obviously it's going to be very expensive to get listed there, but they are coming. Remember, this coin's only been on mainnet for just over a year. Maybe it hasn't even been a full year yet, but you know, it's fairly new, and you know, they're taking strides and they're coming up nice and fast. So that's why I think, you know, Raptorium could potentially make a few of you guys out there potential millionaires. You know, it could be a thing. Imagine that CPU. I can't wait to make that video. My CPU rigs made me a millionaire. That's going to be an awesome video. Anyway, let's get back on this. A new version of SRB multi 0 point increased curve hash. Okay, there it is. So they increased curve hash yet again. So I'm going to have to try that out and see how that comes in. So now that makes Pulsar even more profitable, you know, in theory. You're getting more hash rate. But again, at the same time, remember, if everybody gets more hash rate, you know, the difficulty goes up and profits allegedly go down. So it all comes down to see if the same people are moving off and yada, yada, yada. I get 150 on a 5950X, 150 kilohash. Nice, nice. Awesome. Is that what the new one cracks in? Is that what the latest SRB miner? I'm also just running on 30 threads. I find that very interesting. That's funny you mentioned that only running on 30 threads cracks in. I actually, let me think about this. I was doing a live stream on the gaming channel. I was still mining Pulsar at 16 threads, and I was still upwards of like 120 kilohash or something. Like I only lost 15 kilohash using half the thread. So I thought something was very interesting. Maybe it's not completely tweaked yet. Maybe there's a way we can get a lot more out of these CPUs, because dropping threads, it opens up more system resources. Obviously, you're not mining on as many threads, so you're using less power, but you're not really noticing any hash rate decreases because of it. So maybe it's a way to tweak it out. Maybe it's also a way that you could potentially dual CPU mine. Pulsar may be one of those coins where if you run half the threads here and half the threads on another coin, you could open it up and potentially dual mine with your CPU, and it might be worth it. That's something I got to test out. I never actually really thought about that till right now. But it's very interesting that you did mention you're only using 30 threads. You could probably drop that down to try 16 threads and then try 24 or something. You may get similar hash rate and, you know, ultimately hardly even using your CPU. So give it a shot. I have the same hash rate of using 31 or 32, so you went 30. Okay, awesome. Yeah, went 30. Which do you think will be better for mining on the new upcoming Ryzen 7000 series? 7950X rumored, 170 watts, 16 core, 5 gigahertz versus 7900X at 105 with 12 cores, still mining at 170 watt. Be okay. Now remember, that's the TDP that they're talking about, and that's that's the TDP when you get into those boost clock ranges. So obviously, do they have stats on those ones yet? Actually, AJ751G. You should look it up here, but. We know I don't like running my CPU into the boost clock range. You go at the base clock range because once you start going above that, that's when you start running into inefficiency. So just because it's a 170 TDP, that's usually when, it spikes its clocks and, you're gaming, your single thread performance, overclocking and stuff like that. You're going to be running a lot less while mining because we're not going into the boost clock range. PBO, like I know there's a lot of rumors going around that PBO2 with the 5000 series was, ultimately, the best way to mine and stuff. I did test that out. If you missed that video, check it out. But I found it's still burning way too much power. You're going into the boost clock ranges and it makes it not worth it. So, who knows, maybe PBO3 when this release will do something better, but it's all about overclocking. And when it comes to CPU mining, you don't want to go above that boost clock. We're not overclocking it. We're undervolting and we're finding some decent, clock frequencies to run at efficiently and getting that highest hash to watt ratio. The same thing we kind of do with GPUs. So, yeah. I would let them drop below $300. What do you think would be better for mine? So I don't know. I'd probably go with I want both of them actually to test, the 7950X as well as the 7900X. But I think probably just because, you can only fit one on a motherboard unless they do some consumer grade dual motherboards. That'd be awesome. In terms of scalability and everything, also comes down to price. I would probably roll with 7950Xs. But again, it's too soon to tell on this stuff. We got to wait till test results come out and stuff. But, I definitely have my eyes on those. I want to get one of each to see how they roll with. And then at that point, we'll decide, we're going to buy 20 7950Xs or we're going to buy 20 7900Xs. And I might have to sell some GPUs to pay for that. But that's a thing I'm willing to do. Well, that 3090 could probably buy a couple of those. I would let them drop below. Thanks, Salty. Just leaks so far. Just leaks. All right. Well, usually the leaks, so they're coming from video cards or what's that other guy? I can't remember his name now. But or Igor or someone like that, then they're fairly legit. Load line 8 helped lower temps on the Ryzen. Check out GPU price trends on Stock X. You can see them dropping monthly. GPU price trends. I've seen a lot of videos popping up. All right, let's do that. GPU price trends. Now this is a very turmoil time, and I noticed in some of the comments. Obviously, most of you probably saw the video I dropped this morning about mining after Ethereum, profitabilities, stuff like that. Let's go to StockX. And yes, GPU prices are coming down in price. They're looking easier to get a hold of, and you're slightly over MSRP prices, and depending on the card, maybe you're finding some deals under MSRP. But the bottom line still factors in. I know it's going to be easier, like, oh yes, we can finally get GPUs. We're used to times 2 times 3 the price, and now they're coming in. But it's just, what am I looking? StockX GPU buyer's guide, latest release. Where do we find this? I don't know. I'll look at this in a second. Finish talking about this. But yeah, they're looking easier to get a hold of and everything. But I'm not buying them. Like, even if I find them, unless it's dirt cheap, like I do want to get at least one of every GPU so I can at least test once the merge and everything comes in. So like I'm still looking for 6060 Supers. They're still too expensive. But when I try to get my hands on these things, I can do it. But as for like going out building GPU mining rigs for potentially what's coming after Ethereum. Now, and it's going to be a hard time too, because they're not going to say we're extended for a year. They're going to keep pushing it back, 2 months, 3 months, whatever. And they could be doing that for the next 2 years. We have no idea. But just be ready for the potential merge to happen. And once it happens, just because you got that GPU dirt cheap, it's still not going to be making you anything. If you guys saw that video, I went through that. When it gets to the point, because all that hash rate coming in makes GPU mining red on on all the coins, pretty much. All the coins will be red. So you swap over to them and you're mining less coins that you can even pay for your power. It makes more sense to shut your rigs off and not buy GPUs. Those GPUs aren't making you any money if they're shut off, and they're not making you any money either, or crypto, if it costs more to power them than the coins that you're actually getting. So that's when you shut your rig off and you buy the coin straight out. If you really think it's going to pump, because the biggest argument I kept seeing, based on that video was the coin's going to go up, it's going to pump, and it makes it worthwhile in the long term. But you still shut your rig off. You buy that coin for the power that you would have used mining it, and you would end up with more coins, meaning bigger profits when it pumps. Or you could mine it for less coins and waste your money. Hey, it's your call. It's not my money. It's yours, right? So do what you want to do, but it just makes more sense. So buying GPUs right now for a potential red zone just to shut them off doesn't really make sense to me right now. So I'm not buying GPUs currently till we got more insight on what's actually happened with Ethereum. If it gets extended till December, then we do know that it's probably going to be at least another couple months after December, because they always take the days that month off. It's the holidays. They don't do anything as much as they want to say they are. They're not going to do anything. So if it starts looking like the end of the year, we can easily look into next year, and then we may have more potential time to look into a couple GPUs and have the chance to ROI them. Then maybe I might get some more again. But just going out there just to build rigs for GPUs right now is probably not a good idea. But that's just me. That's just me. Do your own research, not financial advice. If you want to build rigs, go for it. I'm not trying to stop you. I'm just trying to warn you what may be potentially coming. Anyway, back to this price trend thing. Let's see where is it? Is it the buyer's guide, or is it something else? We're looking for a chart. So this doesn't look like it has a chart. No. Where's the chart? Maybe if I just type in price X stock chart, GPU price trend stock chart. No. Maybe these pictures of them. GPU pricing trends, hard form. That might be. Is this coming out of there? Is this it? Where are we at? 2021. This is old. That's 2021. We're in 2022. Why can't I find it? StockX Founders Edition. Where do you find the chart? I can't find the chart. I'm sorry. I tried. Plus buy coins, then stake them for the win. Yeah, staking too. Staking is becoming a bigger thing. Like look at Pulsar's wallet. Veruscoin, for example, staking within the wallet. Obviously we got Ethereum 2.0 staking. Yay, big deal. Found an ASIC lottery miner for $90. What, Dennis? What miner is that? Speaking of miners, yeah. Look at these. So this is Coin Mining Central, who I tested that HS Lite with, and someone actually had a comment. They're like, I can take 3 mini gold shells and stick them on your 120 volt circuit. Actually, you probably put 4. That's all right. And you can, and then they said, well, you can only put one HS Lite because it uses 1250 watts. So he probably didn't watch that whole video I did on the HS Lite, but I was mining SIA coin on the HS Lite, and it only uses 700 watts. And if you saw it, it was actually only using about 678 to 680 watts at the wall, because I had a hook to a 120 volt and the watt meter while I recorded that video. So, and SIA coin, may see a nice pump in the future. I went to ASIC miner value, and we're actually mining more profitable than what ASIC miner value was actually telling us the profitability. Anyway, this is Coin Mining Central, and they emailed me this morning, and they're actually telling me they may be getting me a discount code. So on top of I got my referral links in the description of this too. But so if you're looking for an ASIC miner, Coin Mining Central, guys, depending where you live and stuff. I don't know what shipping fees are. I believe shipping fees is actually part of the price already, but they're also going to be giving me a discount code to use at their website. So I wanted to bring that out. But these things are absolutely these ones right here. The KD box, oh my gosh, seriously? Look at this. Now they got the Pro version now. There's a KD box Pro, 2.6 terahash worth of hash rate hanging out here. So what's the profitability on this? Where's ASIC miner value, the Pro? That's $11.23 for only 230 watts. 230 watts for $11.23. That's insane. I don't know what the ROI is on that operation, but honestly, even if it's a year, like crypto mining, the future and everything, it's time to look past the 3 to 4 month ROIs. paying off your GPU in that amount of time. And the 1 to 3 is there. And I even found out, like when I did that KHS gold shell miner, you would pay that thing off at the next bull run. If it hits 5 cents again, you would pay that thing off at least 4 or 5 times over again just from one. So, you know, I'm thinking I want to just get more into some of these ASIC mining type of things. Yes, if something happens to say Cardano, or if something happens to this algorithm, ultimately it's a dead doorstop. But if nothing happens to it and they continue going strong the way they are, they look extremely profitable and they are efficient. So I'm really trying to get my hands on stuff like that, and I want to showcase it. I want to test it, and ultimately I want to get more of them, because like 230 watts, how many of that could you fit? Now let's just take this speculation. It's going to be very expensive, but just think about it. A single 120 volt, 120 volt circuit. You don't even need 240 volt or anything. And if you filled up a 240 volt, oh my gosh, I can only imagine how much money you're making. But let's just take 120. We're going to times that by let's just go a 20 amp breaker. Actually, a 15 amp breaker is more common. All mine are 15 amp breakers. So that gives you a total of 1800 watts. Now we want to run that at 80%. So we're going to times that by 0.8. So we have 1800 watts. So we have 1440 watts to play with. And how much was that thing you drawing? Let me see here. Draws 230 watts. So we're going to divide that by 230 watts. You could fit 6.2. So 6 of those. So 6 times 230. That is 1380 watts. So for 1380 watts, current profitability, 11.23 times 6, you're making $67.38 on just a 120 volt line. You don't need a PDU. You don't need, to wire in 30 amp or anything like this. And you're making $67 after power. Now, how much is it going to cost to get all that? I don't even know. That's with this, 4,000. They're saying European here. So say 5,000 a piece minus whatever my code is. I don't know what it is. Convert it over. So it's like $30,000, but you're making $67,000, making $67 a day. That's cheaper than buying a lot of the mining rigs out there in theory, and you're using hardly any power. Your electricity costs are going to be way lower for higher profits, and you don't have to worry about Ethereum moving forward. So I don't know. I'm really thinking of transitioning how it works. Remember, like, this is a mining channel. It's not a GPU mining channel. It's a profitability mining channel. So we look at different things, blockchains. I look at GPUs. I look at CPUs. I look at these ASICs, which they're looking like they're really good, honestly. Like that, think about it. Like just looking at it like, oh, it's too expensive. Guys, like if you ROI, say you bought 6 of them, $30,000. You ROI them in a year, then it's all profit after that. And you're hardly using any power. It makes sense to me, even from a business standpoint. It makes a lot of sense, and it looks extremely profitable. But again, it's a risk, just like everything else, not financial advice, but I think it's another way to transition into mining. Like, yes, GPUs, you buy a rig, you put it together, you slap in a card, you buy another card, you put another card, whatever. But this is the same thing, essentially. It's a little bigger. You can plug it into 120 volt, plug it into a normal power bar. Your costs and everything of getting into this could technically be a little bit cheaper, and you'll be making more profit. But that's just me. KD Pro, yeah. I don't know if it's loud. Allegedly, I think I have one actually to test out. It's in the mail. I don't know when it's going to get here, but they said they're going to be shipping me one out to showcase. So obviously I will get to the bottom of how loud this thing is. And I'm hoping it's the Pro version, but I'm not 100% sure which version they're sending. But I'm actually going to get down and figure out, how profitable this thing is, how loud it is, how much power it actually draws. And I'm pretty excited for that. But it's coming, and I do have to return it. I don't get to keep it. Same with that HS lay. I don't get to keep it either. It's just like a contract. I try it out for 7 to 10 days, and then I got to send it back. But I at least use my hands on it. I got to make some videos on it, and I got to try it out and see how profitable. And I really think I want to transition into these type of equipment moving forward with a nice GUI. Sorry, those were suggestions, not a question. Dizzy IKEA. What do we talk about? Did I miss something, Dizzy? Let me scroll up. Oh, you're talking to TSL. All right, no problem. We got 58 viewers, 37 likes. Come on, guys, smash that like button. Okay, I'll check them out. Thanks. What are we talking about? Looney can't even invade themselves. What's a good script ASIC under 2000? A script ASIC? Let's have a look. I don't know what the Antminer L3 pluses are. Ultimately, the best script miner out there is the L7, but that is not under $2,000, but it is probably one of your best bet script miners. Let's just look for script. Okay, here's script. Let's just scroll down here and see what they got. They got a gold shell LT. What is this thing? $8. Yeah. Remember, you know, profitability could pick up. We're in a low market too, so we got to keep that under our hand. But look at the L7. It's still looking fairly profitable. But this thing, how much is this thing right now? Let's find out what the L7 costs. I don't even want to know. it's actually not as bad as I thought. Obviously, Bitmain, it's only 12,000. And everywhere else is expensive to a point. It's minus, out of stock at Mining Central. I should have got a hold of them, but they're out of stock. Can't test it, can't look at it. So I don't know. The next good one, like, the L3 Plus. Now, remember, the L3 Pluses, they do dictate. You guys can't see this because my screen's all wonky. Sorry about that. That's a better screen. Kind of, not really. I guess I'll go to full screen here. So remember, these are saying they're 800 watts. If you use Hivon firmware, you can actually get the Antminer L3 Pluses down to, what is it? 660 watts. That's what mine is running at right now. And also, I did change my fans over, so you can also make them quiet, and it's still staying fairly cool. I can show you that right off the get-go right here. So let's have a look. Where is it? So here's my Antminer L3 Plus. Currently hitting 503. We're using 660 watts. And temperatures, we've got 60, 61, 60, 55, 48, 55. So it's not too bad. Remember, and you can't hear this thing. It's dead silent. It's crazy. Like, GPU fans are louder than this ASIC right now. GPU fans are louder than that HS Lite Plus that I made that video about there a few days ago. So crazy. But yeah, this is Hivon firmware. Like, here's the overclocking for it. Now, default, you can't do any of this. This is only with Hivon that I'm aware of. I've never tried. What's the other one? Bliss, I believe, is the other firmware. Now, Bliss does not have antivirus like Hivon actually does. So this is actually also has antivirus in it. But we could take this thing, go from 660 watts, 504 mega hash. We can crank it up to 740 watts, 560 mega hash, or 610. We can crank this thing all the way up to 720 mega hash. But it's going to be drawing 1,300 watts in the process. So I did work out the numbers, and obviously every time you go up a step, you run to a less hash to watt ratio. It's less efficient. So I'm running on the lowest setting, which is the most efficient, and it's the stock hash rate anyway at less power than original. So that's what I run at. And you can do whatever you want to do on yours. Also, you probably will not be able to change the fans. If you crank this thing up, you probably need maybe faster fans and make it louder. I don't know, because I imagine this thing would start getting very warm the higher you crank this thing up. Just like with GPUs, you start tacking on the overclocks and stuff to get more hash rate, things start to begin to run a little warmer. Someone's on Ojo was thinking 700 for the L3 Plus miner. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even click on it. Where is it? Click. There we go. Where is the L3 504? Let's go to this one. What are people asking for right now? Yeah, like they're still 13, 1100, 16, 14, 14. But a used market, you may be able to find them for less. Remember, last winter, like 2 summers ago, you could pick these things up for 50 to 100 bucks Canadian. So like 25 to $75 USD. So obviously it depends on the markets when things fluctuate. When things are very profitable, you're going to see ASIC prices shoot through the roof. And when things come down, it goes the opposite way. Things get really, really cheap. Sorry, I was looking for server help. Oh, server help. Hey, no problem whatsoever. You got questions, someone in chat can help you, by all means, go for it. Girlfriend hates the noise until the spending comes. Then she hates the noise again. Oh, crazy. Yes, that is definitely a thing, though. Do you guys think 3070 Ti is a good investment even after F2? Really want one lately. I can get one used for 780. I don't know. I don't know too much about those. Honestly, to survive after Ethereum, you're going to need the most efficient GPUs. My honest opinion with that is probably A2000s and 3070s non-LHR, because For some reason, the non-LHRs do seem to outperform even LHR on some of the core algorithms, and obviously Ergo as well. So those are my only GPUs I'd really kind of look for. And if any other good deals pop up, then, I kind of ignore them. But GPUs I'm looking for, for testing, I still need a 1660 Super. So kind of got my eye out on that one. But as for, directly looking for anything to put in a rig, I would really only go with an A2000 myself. And like I said, potentially 3070, but the A2000 is above that for me. You're starting to sell me on ASICs, Salty Jim. Hey, well, it's just I'm not trying to sell anything. Like, obviously, if it'd be nice to, get a referral or something. But my honest opinion is I really want some of these because I think it just looks like a smarter way to go in terms of profitability. And residential miners, they're mostly all about the profitability. Like, sure, some miners, they mine at a loss because they like to support a network of a coin. And, that makes a lot of sense. That follows the whole tech and the aspect, and you believe in the technology and everything. But be realistically here. Most people are mining for the profit. It's just the way it is. And, moving to an ASIC or potentially, CPUs and stuff after Ethereum is gone looks a lot more promising than continuing to buy GPUs right now for, potentially for them to go in the red or stay very low. So I don't know. It just looks like a better option in my mind right now moving forward. But again, not financial advice. Do your own research. Take other people's, what they say into it as well. It's just, I think it looks good. I just got 82000s for $530 each with warranty. Oh, Chris, nice. That's a good deal. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Oh wow, where'd you get them? I'm seeing 82000s at $699. I got 3 on order. I paid $680 Canadian for them, so I don't know what that is. What is that in 680 CAD to USD is $540. So I got mine for $540 USD. So yeah, you got, and I'm assuming, Chris, you're from, I better put this up. I'm assuming you're from USD, so you even got a little better deal than what I got. But I ordered 3 for about $540 USD, which is 680 Canadian dollars. And they're not going to ship till sometime in May and get here till June, but that's all right. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait because I'm not in a rush to just go out and build and buy stuff. You see something that may make a little bit of sense, it's worth waiting for. Quadro A2000s. Yeah, I believe the Quadros are the same thing, pretty much. And some other projects potentially upside RTM. Yeah, I think RTM has huge potential. They're really early. They're really new. Some people are shutting off their CPU mining rigs and, do what you got to do. If it's costing you too much to run, then, do it. But I think RTM has huge potential. It's still in the green. So, the whole part where may as well just buy the coin instead of mining it is kind of out of the question because we're in the green. We're making more coins than what we are using in power. So we're in the green. And if it pumps more in the future, great. If it goes in the red, then obviously you just switch a coin or you turn it off. You don't have to sell your stuff, but you can turn your stuff off. And if CPU mining does hit the red zone, I would just shut it off, but I'm going to keep my stuff and move forward. I just don't see CPU mining hitting the red anytime soon. I don't think the market's going to dip much lower. We are going to go down more. I think we are going to dip more, but I don't think it's going to, have a huge slam like we did see in 2018. And, ultimately we have 2 years till the next bull run. So if we can hang out till then, we're going to be seeing some nice things happening. How many gigs are those? 8. What are we talking about? Quadra? The A2000s are 6 gigabytes, I believe. And then they have a 12 gigabyte version, which reminds me, someone mentioned they have a 12 gigabyte A2000s. That's actually doing 42 mega hash on S. So it's performing the same as the 6 gigabyte. Now, I cannot confirm or deny this. It's just what someone told me. So I don't have one, obviously, to test for myself. They cost a lot more money than the 6 gigabyte versions. But based on all the research I can find everywhere, the 12 gigabytes are actually hashing slower and less than the 6 gigabytes. So does anyone out there can confirm that? Do you have a 12 gigabyte that's actually pulling 42 mega hash on Ethereum? Like, anyone know? Pulsar and Verus, the best right now. Yeah, Pulsar is doing great. And actually, I just hit. It was weird. I went on a spree where I didn't hit any blocks. I only got 4 connections right now. But I hit 3 blocks today. All of a sudden out of nowhere, just bang, bang, bang. You can see here, like 2:32 in the morning, 3:51 in the morning, and 10:28 this morning. I smashed out 3 solar mining staking blocks. So what is that? 90, 90, and 90. I'm gonna figure out how much I just made today. 90 times 3. Oh, whoa, what's the price at? 90 times 3. So that's 270 coins. I guess I could have just, 9 times 3 is 27. Yeah, but whatever. XBitron. We're going to go to XBitron here. We're going to check out the price of Pulsar and see, what's even at these days. Pulsar USD 0.236. So I'm going to times this by 0.0236. So that's $6.37 that Pulsar just made from staking right there today. And then, but I said last time, like I was hitting anywhere from 1 to 3 blocks every day for days on end. And then all of a sudden I went through a dry spell where there's a couple of days there where I didn't get nothing. But all of a sudden we hit 3 today and that worked out to be $6. So awesome. You can shiny mod your 6 GB and get shiny mod. What is a shiny mod? Just did a video, but yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to check that out then. You can shiny mod it. All right, well, I might have to try to mod my A2000s here and do a video also. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's right, Tech Man. Like everywhere I see and read, I hear about is that the 12 gigabytes perform less. But someone actually commented in, I don't even know which video it was, something. And they said they're actually getting 42 mega hash now on their 12 gigabyte. Unless this shiny mod has something to do with that. Maybe there's a mod for 12 gigabytes now. That's unknown. But someone said legitly they're hashing the same as the 6 gigabyte now. So I don't know what's going on there. I just want to know if anyone else heard about it. So I can't say. Shunt mod. Huh. I gotta figure out what is the shunt mod. I gotta look into this and figure this out. Did it increase the power at all, or is it still, like OG? You need a 125 watt riser if you mod the A2000. 125 watt riser. What if we slap that into a times 16 PCI Express slot? Won't that work? It goes up to 85 watts. 85 at the wall or 85 software. Where's my A2000 hash rates? We'll see. I'll look into it and maybe I'll try and brick it or something. I hope I don't brick it. That would suck. But we'll see. On the slot, it will pull 85 watts. I heard A2000 shuts down mining rigs because of some kind of bug. I don't know. I have never had an issue. I have 2 A2000s right now in my OCTOMINER rig, and I haven't had an issue. And I have 3 more on the way, so we'll see if we run into issues. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about A2000 shutting down any rigs or not, so I cannot confirm or deny that. Check Panda's latest video. Will do. I'll check that later on today and see what's going on with that operation. So if we can get a little more of a hash rate, and if it stays nice and efficient, then, A2000s just got better, even more. So above PCIe spec. Yeah, above PCIe. But remember, 5700 XTs go above PCI Express specs as well. I believe they pull, what is it? They pulled up to like 80 watts or 85 watts on a PCI Express slot when you're mining Ravencoin or something. If your overclocks fail, I think they start, melting stuff. So be careful with 5700 XTs. But, regardless, I think I'm going to try to sell all my 5700 XTs because, same time I should save them because I have no idea what could happen. A new coin could come out. We got to test it and stuff like that. So I'm really up in the air what to do. But the 5700 XTs are one of the GPUs that don't do that very well on the other algorithms, like in terms of efficiency and stuff. But yeah. Red Panda had his shunt modded from a company. Oh, great. Okay, so you have to get a company to do it. Oh man. There must be someone. I love 5700 XT. I have 3 of them. Yeah, I got 2 of them. I got a Sapphire Pulse and a Sapphire Nitro, but I don't know. I was trying, like, usually I come to what to mine. You can usually tweak things a little better, right? Get more hash rate or something. But yeah, it was looking pretty spot on when it came to ergo and stuff here. I could not push it over 100 watts. And ultimately, when it comes to ergo, you should have a higher hash rate than power being used. And that wasn't the case. I was using about 135 to 140 watts at the wall and, breaking 101 mega hash or so. So like ergo was not looking good. on the 5700 XT. As you know, most NVIDIA cards, they can be pulling like 180 mega hash for like 120 watts or something. Your mega hash is higher than your watts. Your efficiency is so much better with NVIDIA than AMD GPUs coming on something like Ergo. But remember, it's not going to be all about one coin. You're going to need GPUs that perform on everything very well. And, or, you know, buying a GPU for just kapow and, you know, all the hash rate hits kapow and Ravencoin tanks, you know, you have a bunch of GPUs sitting there like doorstops like an ASIC would be. So you need GPUs that can perform very well across the board, not just on this coin or that coin. You can settle them, just haven't been where yet. Oh, interesting. Bought 6 of them. Interesting stuff here. I gotta check that out and figure it out and figure out what company that is. Maybe I can get them to tune mine in too. We'll see. I also heard that AMD GPUs overclock AMD CPUs Nitro after that PC crashes. AMD GPUs overclocks AMD CPUs. Huh, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with that operation. Unless that has something to do with the SMS, but you're talking about, no, you're not talking about a card there, but I know, what is it? The 5000 series Ryzen's and the 6000 series AMD GPUs, they got that SMS type of technology where they feed off each other and then they boost each other's, I guess, performance in a way. So I don't know if that has something to do with that, but yeah. Make sure to use the 10 cap risers. Yeah, I don't know what mine are. I better look at that. Let me check. How many capacitors I got on these bad boys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh man, I only got 8 on this one. I gotta check my other bags. I only got 8 on these risers. I gotta talk to GPURisers.com. See if I have any 10 caps. I think I only got the 8ers. We'll see what happens. The spec is 75 watts. So I think it has to do with the drivers. I configured to mine ETH plus TON plus Pulsar, but it won't recognize it. I usually use 2 miners and LOL miner. Help. ETH plus TON plus Pulsar. What's not getting recognized? What part? Which part is not recognizing? The GPU part or the CPU part? For one, no, for the ones draw more power of the risers. Okay. Okay, huh, interesting. Yeah, I gotta look into that. It's cool that if you can start pulling 50 mega hash on that was with a mod, but a company mod. So they're gonna make a lot of money. People are gonna be like sending in A2000 stuff like crazy. Crank it up, crank it up, crank it up. So maybe, I don't know, depending on what it does. I don't know what exactly this mod does. I'll have to check out Panda's video for sure, but maybe it's safer not to do it because maybe GPUs will start blowing up or something also. I don't know. Interesting though. No, for the ones draw more power of the riser, the CPU and the GPU. They're both not working? Huh. Interesting. I'll have to look at that. I don't know what would be going on there. Let's see here. Where is this? I don't even know if I remember how to mine taunt. Oh, I don't have any GPUs on any of this. I can't do it. I don't have any GPUs hanging out of my CPU rig, so I can't mine with that. I could, and I don't want to burn up, you know, one of my OCTOMINER type of operations or my RebTech. I'll have to look into it sometime here and see if I can figure it out for you. I'm not sure what the issue would be. You know, usually it's always something simple like a command in the wrong spot, or I don't know, maybe you have too much of an overclock somewhere, or the voltage isn't right on the CPU. Like, it's usually something really small where most of these issues arise from. What about private Bitcoin vaults? Which one are you referring to? I know crypto.com just released a partnership with some type of card. I don't know what you mean about the private Bitcoin vaults. Let's Google that and see what it's talking about. Bitcoin vault. Private Bitcoin vault. What do we got here? Best Bitcoin wallets. BTCV Bitcoin vault. Is this the one? Is this what we're referring to here? Blockchain Explorer. I don't know. I got an email this morning with, I wonder if this is the same, crypto.com BTC vault. Is this the one? Offer ends April 30th, so that's not very much time. Is this what you're referring to? The BC vault? with the crypto ordealio, crypto.com and everything. They partnered up here and did all this stuff. If this is what you're talking about, I don't have much information on it. I was kind of curious about it because I do utilize crypto.com for pretty much everything that they deal with because it makes everything extremely easy. But yeah, this popped up. I don't know any details on it, but it sounds interesting. Something about 120-year lifetime thing, and I don't know, crazy. But yeah, Bitcoin Vault, it supports a lot of coins allegedly, and users enjoy 5x pay rewards, up to 10% cash back when they check out with. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know, but these guys make it extremely easy to use stuff. Link in the description, guys. But yeah, I don't know. Is that the one you're talking about? For RabidMiner, I use this CPU threads 3 for the plug-in argument. Is this correct? CPU threads 3. I don't set any of my CPU parameters. I let it go default, which means it just fully utilizes the CPU and it starts mining, goes hard, and makes you coins. Let's have a look. Well, let's have a look at the command for RabidMiner. We can have a look at. I have a flight sheet set up with RabidMiner, so we can have a peek. Let's go to rig 1. We'll go to flight sheets. What all uses RabidMiner here? Yada uses RabidMiner. So right here, we'll edit this flight sheet. Edit RabidMiner. So the command for CPU threads, it's right here. So yeah, -- this. So number of CPU threads, no threads for the first algorithm and all available threads for the second. So obviously, if you get rid of that one and you just went 0, you know, you're using all your threads. Or you get rid of the command, you use all your threads. If you want to use 16 threads, you put in 16 like this. So there's 2 dashes. So it's -- CPU, dash again, then threads, space, and then the number of threads that you want to utilize. And I believe if I go into my RabidMiner down here, where is it? I have the same Windows command set up when I have stuff set. So here's when I was soloing Pulsar and stuff. You can see I have one set for 16 threads, one set for full, and one set for like 28. So if I edit this, you should be able to see the CPU thread command right here as well. -- CPU -thread space, and then however many threads you want to use. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Do you want me to copy that in the chat for you, or you can just copy it over, or what? I'll do that. Let's do that. Copy. You need the command for your threads. It's right there. And remember, if you're dual mining, because RabidMiner also performs dual mining. So you can dual CPU mine, and then you'd have to change it up like it said here. Your first algorithm, you know, -1 is, what is it? No threads for the first one. So obviously it doesn't make sense to dual mine with this command in. So you probably want to go something more like, I guess, get rid of this so it doesn't confuse you. So first algorithm, you probably want to roll, say, 16 threads. If you're on a 5950X, you probably want to go like 16. So using half your CPU on one thread and half on the other. Now, factors like L3 catch and coin you're mining are going to come into play here, because if you're mining Haven, you're already maxed out on the first algorithm because it requires 4 megabytes of L3 cache. So you're not even really going to start mining anything, or if you do, it's going to be extremely low in a hash rate. So hopefully that kind of answers your question. I don't know if that's what you were really looking for or not, but there we go. Also, you will lose warranty on newer cards. Can we dual mine CPU? Yes, you can dual mine on a CPU. I haven't really tested yet. I've done it, and you just pretty much lose half your hash rate on both coins that you want to mine. But like you said, we were talking about Pulsar earlier and how, you know, utilizing half your threads, you don't really lose too much hash rate. So in theory, Pulsar mixed with another coin, you know, may be a good way to go. Now, it's going to take a coin combo as well, because some use L3 catch, some don't. So I think I might look into that and see, you know, depending on how much L3 catch Pulsar actually uses. I don't really think it's that much at all, because Intel's performed decent on it. But, you know, I'll try to do coin combos. I'll try to come up with, you know, a nice coin combo that suits like a 3900X or a 5950X. And, you know, it may be a potential way to maximize some of those profits. But I think it's going to be Pulsar and something else. Yes, the map, dual CPU mining. It's a thing. We were just looking at it. See? You go into SRBMiner here and you can set up dual hash algorithms. So example, we got YADA right here going into something else. But I do find it doesn't have all the coins. And like even in the miner itself, oh, we don't have, you have to set your flight sheet. Darn it. Darn it, darn it. Wait, let's try this again. Edit. Dual coin. It doesn't have all the coins in here by default. So it has Dynamo. So we could go YADA Dynamo combo. But it doesn't have all the coins you really want. Now Raptorium uses 2 megabytes of L3 cache, but it's not really there. So you're going to have to set it up manually. Or you could, in theory, run 2 separate miners, like XMRig as well as another coin. So you know what? I'm actually kind of curious now. Maybe I'll try setting something up here. I don't know if it's going to work very well, but we'll try. Where is, what should we try? I don't even know. Flight sheet. I need to go to new flight sheet. Let's go to this flight sheet. I don't know which miners. This will take some time. I probably can't do it right now because you got to figure out which miners will work well together. XMRig Hive OS kind of sucks for setting threads. It still doesn't really work unless you do a lot of tweaking in there. But I think Pulsar would be a good one to start with. So we're going to go Pulsar. We're going to select our Pulsar wallet. Why do I have ASIC? Oh yeah, I was going to try the L3 Plus on Pulsar, but it's not fixed yet. Pool in the miner. Oh great, I don't even know what pool to use. I'm going to have to do this later. This is going to take a whole bunch of setups and looking up things. But yes, you know, in theory, you can CPU mine, dual CPU mine. 16 threads for RTM, 16 for Pulsar. That would depend on your CPU as well. Like you're going to be using a lot more L3 cache on a 5950X because you're going to be utilizing 16 threads. The Pulsar, I don't know if it's going to work. I got to figure out how much it actually uses. We'll see. Remember, some coins may work with different combos better on a 3900X because you have the same L3 cache as a 5950X or a 3950X, but you have less threads to play with. So you may be able to, you know, use more threads on one coin and on another coin over one that has more type of threads. Better to put all threads on the most profitable coin. Yeah, for sure, the map. You're right. But this is where I think Pulsar will make a good combo because you can drop your threads by like 50% and you still maintain like an almost 100. You're still probably doing like 90 to 95% of the hash rate, which is why I think dropping half your threads and swapping it to another coin may make Pulsar plus something else a potential high profit CPU mining thing, which is very cool. I'm very interested in this. Try and see what happens. Oh, this is going to take forever. All right, you guys want to try this? I guess we'll try this. All right, let's see what we got. So Pulsar, SRBMiner is the one. SRBMiner, I got to find a Pulsar pool now. So mining pool stats. Let's go to mining pool stats here. You guys can't see anything. Let's see what we can get. Pulsar. Can't remember what pool. Was that our plant? Okay, that's an our plant pool. Zerg pool, yeah, that was soloing on. That's kind of a pain to set up. So we're going to go to our plant, I guess. We'll just see how this works. Testing out our plant. Choose miner. Yeah, we're using your miner. Windows. Yeah, Windows, Stratum, America. That's all we should need. Copy this over. Bam. Get in there. Wallet. Template. Worker name. Yeah, that one. Server port. That. Got it. Oh no, we don't have this. What is this? Curve hash. Curve hash. And yeah, I think we're good there. Now, I don't think we can pick the other algorithm very good. I wish we could. Let's see if it lets us. What are we going to try with this? I guess, yeah, let's try Raptorium, I guess. See what that does. I think let's pick Ghost Rider. Yes, Ghost Rider. Okay, you better work. Oh no, I don't have the wallet. I'm going to have to do this individually, I think. So let's make another wallet. So I need another Hive OS here so I can copy over. Wallets. Where's the Raptorium wallet? Where's my CPU mining wallet? Whatever, this is a pool test. We're just gonna copy this wallet address over. They're all go to the same wallet anyway. Copy. Go back into here. We're gonna use that wallet. Worker name is gonna be the same worker name. Server pool. All right, so server pool. We want. Let's find a Raptorium pool. I guess we'll go to Minifacile that we're doing here. See if I hit any blocks, seeing how we're here. Anything yet? Oh, yeah, there's a block right there. Nice. Okay, so we need server stuff. Server stuff. Main pool right here. Copy this in. Password, just X or leave it blank, I guess. Now, that's one thing I don't get. Why do they have it for here? So what if I just go, like I said, we want 16 and 16. See what happens. I don't know. I don't know if I have to do it again down here or not. I could just run a different miner and run them separately, but we'll see what happens. We're going to apply this. Crazy stuff. We're going to call this flight sheet and see what happens. I don't know. This may fail. All right. We got crazy stuff flight sheet. I may have to run 2 individual miners, but we'll see what this does first because we're testing. We're messing around with stuff here. That makes no sense. All right. Crazy stuff. Engage. Let's SSH into this rig as well to see what it's doing. All right. What do we got going on? Miner. Okay, what are you doing? Are you going to do something? Curve hash. Oh, we got Curve Hash and Ghost Rider. They're both loading up here. Can you see? Kind of see that? Oh, no. Wrong one. No, you're still messed up. So we can see we're getting accepted jobs on Ghost Rider and Curve Hash currently. So I don't know what our rig's actually doing yet. So let's go back over to here and see what some hash rates are kind of looking like. Close that out. Come back in. We're on rig 1. So we're getting 68.93 kilohash on that and 1.149 on, is that Raptorium? Yeah, that must be Raptorium. So there's also an update. So we may have to fix this because RabidMiner also increased the hash rate. So we're going to give this an update too and see if we can boost some hash rates. So we're updating our rig now as well. So let's do that. Now I wonder, can you update everything from here? Okay, I wonder if I can just mass update all these right now, seeing how we're here. Let's give these all a mass upgrade. Do you want to upgrade workers to the latest OS version? Yes, all of them, same time, go. So now I'm mass updating all my CPU rigs at the exact same time, even though I didn't really have to because I'm running an XM rig on Raptorium here. But you know what? May as well just get them all up to date. See what happens. Now we're just going to close that out. Boom. All right, nice. So let's wait for this to go through. And is it already done? No, it's got to reboot. So it's going to tell us to connect in a bit. So we'll just wait here for a couple minutes until this does its thing. Are you using the 3900X? Use 12 threads per coin. Oh yeah, that's right. This is a 3900X. I was thinking it was a 3950X. That's all right. While it's doing its thing, we can just edit this. And then when it boots up, it'll know what it's talking about. So yeah, we better go 12, not 16. Good call, good call. That's a 3900X, that rig. It's also got an NHD 15 cooler on it, so it should stay decently cool while it does all this. That's the first time I ever mass updated my stuff. So yeah, it looks like it's all updating. Let me check. Rig 2. Yeah, it all updated. Nice. So that's the first time I've ever mass updated something. And then, you know, I know another fast trick. See how we have all these ones here? Instead of going into here to hit the X, you can just simply go like this. Bam, click all, hit the little clear message brush, boom. Done. Look at that. Nice and clean again. No stupid messages all over the place. Make it triple mine with BTC. Oh, now you really want to get in. You know, while we're at it, why don't we just get one CPU to use one thread on 12 different coins? Let's mine 12 coins. You know, why stop at just BTC and 3? Oh, craziness. All right. Anyway, looks like we're starting to boot up here. We're at 78. What were we at before? I don't even know. We're at 78.84 here on this. You know what? I'm curious of what our hash rate's going to be. So I'm going to take rig 2, put this, you know what? This is going to mess up my whole 24-hour test, but that's okay because we're doing this for science. Where's Pulsar? Pulsar testing CPU, no. There. I don't even know what pool this is, but we're just going that to there. Now let's also take rig 10, which is, this is a 3950X. So we're going to take that, put it on Pulsar also. Let's see what our Pulsar hash rates are. So we're going to get default Pulsar hash rate on rig 2, which is a 3900X. Rig 9 and 10, they're both 3950Xs. So we're going to get a little bit, we can see what kind of hash rate numbers we're going to get here. But I can't remember. These are clocked at 3.6. I think I have 1 or 2 of these down here are actually clocked at 3.8. So we might have to test them also. Craziness. So much testing. But let's see what we got here. What do we got here for hash rates? Kinda everything's all over the place from all the coins have been going. We got Kryptonite here. We got Random X over here. Oh my gosh, it's all broken all over the place from swapping around. How come I'm not really seeing? I'm seeing SRB mine. I'm seeing Curve Hash. I'm not really seeing too much. I'm not seeing Raptorium here, am I? How come Raptorium's not popping? Unless, oh, there's no symbol for it, probably because, yeah. Interesting. I don't know what's going on, but let's see what we, oh my gosh, look at that. So rig 10 is rocking 131.6 kilohash and rig 2 is rocking 99.96. So this did definitely pick up the hash rate. So that means a 5900X could potentially be at like the one, could be hashing the same as maybe a 3950X because 5000 series sees a nice boost. Remember, this was only like 60 or 70 kilohash before. Now we're almost at 100 from updating to the latest miner. So that's crazy. That went up quite a bit. But here, I still don't know what's going on with this dual mining operation. 1.252, I'm assuming. So that's rig 1. Let's just go to minute 5. Are we being detected here? Oh, whoa, what wallet did I use? Crap. Oh, I got to get my wallet now. Rig 1. Flight sheet. Okay, where's my wallet? Right here. I don't know if I have this one in there or not. Cancel out. Minute Facile. Wallets. All right, let's see if we are at the pool here with this wallet. RRC. Oh, we are. Okay. Rig 1. There it is. Okay, so yeah, it's mining Raptorium. It's here. It's at the wallet. It's doing its thing. It found the pool. So that is Raptorium hash rate. Okay, nice. So that is working. And then the other one is Pulsar. So we're getting 50.69 and then 1.6 kilohash on Raptorium. So technically we're dual mining with our CPU right now. Looks you drop 50% on Pulsar and 50% on the Raptorium. Yeah, actually it is looking that way, isn't it? Because yeah, this is almost at 100. So 50% and a 50. I'm not sure. But this is using SRB miner. So now we're going to have to use SRB miner on rig 4 to compete with the hash rate to see what's actually going on. Because we're using XM rig here. So now I got to make a new flight sheet just to compare hash rates on there. All right, we got to use the same miner. It won't be fair, right? So we need SRB miner. Oh, this is crazy. I got so many flight sheets. I got to delete some of these one of these days. All right, let's go back into this. Let's make another flight sheet. We are going to go Raptorium, wallet, smart node. I'm using the smart node for these ones. We are going to go, is Minifacal in here? Yes, nice. That one, apply. Select miner. Oh, can I use SRB miner? Come on. SRB. More crazy stuff. That's the name of this flight sheet is more crazy stuff. What? Oh, I gotta fill this all in separately. Wallet. Worker. Come on. Where? I got right here. Individually. All right, let's set this one up now. Copy. Back in. So pass. Good, good, good. Select. Yeah, okay. Looks good. Apply. Create. Engage. All right. So now we don't have a rig. We need a worker. So we're going to go rig 4. Rig 4 is now going to be more crazy stuff miner. So SRB miner on Raptorium. Now we're going to have a look. Now we can kind of compare hash rates. Hopefully they sync up to the same algorithm. Now what's going on here? I got a bunch of rejected shares happening. Okay, so let's see what happens. All right, what's going on in the live chat while we wait for this? Trying out QOGE plus Pulsar. Rabid, what are we talking about? One thread per coin. Looks to me you have dropped 50 yet, so a little worse off overall. What's the temp on that CPU? Oh, this 46. Looks like we got 46 degrees is the temperature here. Oh, you guys can't see that. Hold on. And that's kind of a crappy. There, now you can see. This CPU that's dual mining is hanging out at 46 degrees. Now, it's not reporting these threads or these cores over here. I don't know why, but these ones are all saying 46. But remember, this thing has an NHD 15 on it. It's cool. Rig 1 and 2 both have NHD 15. So that one's 52 degrees. Why is it so much warmer? The dual mining one is running cooler. Rig 10, this is a 3950X. It's sitting at 59 degrees. It's just using a Wraith Prism stock cooler, so 59 degrees isn't too bad. Everything else is 50. There we got 54 degrees. So those are all just Wraith Prism coolers. All right, let's take a look here. Looks like we had an algo swap, 1.18, 8.3. Let's give it more time to see if it cooperates. So this looks like it's about 75%. And yeah, Pulsar is about 48% less. I don't know how much power this thing is drawing though. So that part's interesting. But yeah, so there, it's dual mining. It's doing its thing. And yeah, I don't know if it's worth it or not. Maybe tweaking different threads. Maybe if we put a little less threads on Pulsar and a little more on SRB miner, it might be slightly better. Or maybe Raptorium's not the coin to dual mine with. Maybe we need to like swap it over to like Turtle coin, or maybe Yata coin would be decent here or something. So, it's going to take some combos to figure out, what could potentially be the best, but you can dual mine with the CPU. That part we're at least seeing right here. So I'm going to get these back normal. So I'm going to take that. Now I'm going to go to my flight sheet, pick Raptorium, bam, scroll down to smart node, engage. So now everything's right back on Raptorium and off. Or normal Raptorium, where I normally originally was. Oh, I gotta get rid of all those too. Clear. There we go. Nice. Nice fast cleanup changes there. Everything's looking good. Oh, you guys couldn't even see half of that. What am I doing? Now, well, too late now. All right, there's that. We did it. Whatever happened to Myrid? I don't know. Can you even mine that still? Where's mining pool stats? I know it pops up here still. There it is. So there's a script version, a yes script, a something script. So if we click on it, is there any hash rate? Wait, someone's mining it, kind of, on this pool. Looks like the other pool's all dropped off. You guys can't see that though. So you can see there's hash rate on Myrid. Is this what the coin you're speaking of? Unless someone stole the name. It's merge mining. Yeah, Myrid. Try yes script. I don't know what yes script is, but it looks like there's more hash rate over here. Interesting. What about over here? SHA-256. And there's some hash rate here too. That's another merge mined with BTC. Huh. All right. 100% of known hash rate. Okay. Look. Yeah. Okay then. No attacks going on. I mine 12 threads on Haven and 16 threads on RTM, no problem. Using XM rig, don't have temps, but they are below 60. 12 threads on Haven would require 12 times 4, 48 megabytes of L3 cache. So you got 16 megabytes of L3 cache left, which would leave you 8 threads. So what do you have? 12 threads and 16 threads. Interesting how that's working. Yes script is a CPU mining algo. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Yes script. This opens up a whole new. So yes script. So what other coins are here? We got Argentum, Bitmark, Bad Coin. So we got to check out Bad Coin. It's probably a good coin. Yeah, it's got 0 hash rate. So the difficulty is extremely low when a coin has 0 hash rate. So we could scoop up a bunch of coins here. I don't even know. Is this thing dead project or something? Global token. What else? Bitmark. What's Bitmark? We make a lot here. There's some hash rate here, 38.4 kilohash. What's this thing worth? Oh, it's a merge coin. All right, maybe it's not a thing. I don't know. Should go through all these now and test them out. Maybe there's something profitable in there. You know, you mine 100,000 coins a day of something that's under a cent. It's profitable. You can make money that way as long as you can sell it. Has been around for a while along with CPU power. Bestie is probably the most popular. BSTY. What is that? Bestie coin? Be my bestie coin? Back into mining pool stats we go. Let's look up bestie coin. All right, bestie coin. Let's see here. BSTY. Global boost. What? It doesn't exist. Oh, that must be it. Global boost Y. Okay, I got the name wrong. Huh. Interesting. Did you get a chance to play with Fedora? Oh, no, I didn't. I totally forgot about Fedora. Let's look at that again. What's that looking like? Fedora. It helps if you spell it right. Fedora. I just hit another block. Look at this. Boom. Pulsar block just smashed. So that's 4 today, I think. Is that 4? Yeah, that's today. That's 4. But hope. Oh, is it going to confirm? Yes, it's confirming. It's not. What's it called when it fails? I forget the name. Stale. It's not a stale block or anything. So that's 4 blocks today. So that's like $8. That's like $8 from staking Pulsar today. Nice. Anyway, Fedora coin. What do you got here? Hash rate's not too high, so that's a good thing. It looks like there's a spike at one point. Price is 0.000006, but if okay, we gotta look at. Let's take a look at something. Fedora coin. There's more research involved. Don't always look at just how bad the coin price is. Fedora coin. Let's have a look. Fedora coin price today. Let's look at the all. Oh, geez, we got potential. Hold on. Where's the peak here? All right, we're going to minus this down a bit so we can actually look at something. So 0.00017 in 2017. All right, fast forward. 0001 and 0.0017. So is that was slightly above the previous one, wasn't it? Zero zero 173. Slightly lower at the peak, but regardless, it doesn't matter. Depending how many coins you mine a day, it looks like, you know, just this is actually an interesting thing how this one plays out, though. Look at it. This could be a sign of things to come. You could use this to your benefit. Remember, we always talk about history repeating itself. And I'll get back to the top. What day is that? Oh, that's December. This was slightly earlier. I thought for a second this actually happened like a month or something before the Bitcoin spike. Therefore, you know, if we see this spiking again in, you know, X amount of time, we could, you know, potentially see a Bitcoin spike happening slightly after it. Huh, interesting. But yeah, it does look like a spike. So depending on, you know, how many coins you mine a day, how many coins you get, Techman? No idea. If worth it, you get a lot in a block. How many is a lot? What's a lot? Like, look what the price is currently at, 0.000068, and it goes up to 0.0017. That's like a times 10,000 increase each bull run spike. So there could be potential here depending how many you get, you know, the potential power price. It might be a thing. I'm going to look deeper into that, Tech Matt. I'm going to write that down too. You know, there's potential there, you know, just looking at something right now and, you know, oh, it's not worth anything. It's not worth it. I'm not going to mine it. Look at the difficulty. Look what it did in the past. Both bull runs, that thing spiked. So depending how many coins you get, how much power it costs, and, you know, if it hits that spike again, it looks like it will, it might be worth it to sell when that next spike comes. So I just got to write that down here. Hold on. Fedora coin. Okay, nice. I'll be looking into that after and maybe throwing an ant miner onto that. Buy up all HTE old blockchains before they make new ones illegal. What's going on with that? Veruscoin, ETHEREUM, and a Pascal. I don't need this on anymore. Don't need that. Don't need that. All right, cool. Don't need Monero Ocean on anymore. What's up with my buddy Rig 5? Rig 5's kicking it. He's having fun mining stuff. I gotta put some new brackets and everything on here soon. I want to put all those stands and everything. Maybe I'll do that today. We'll see what happens. I might do that. But Rig 5's doing good. 5,000 a block. Okay, let's. Oh man, I gotta look up. Where did I put it? Fedora coin. So let's say you smashed out a block. Let's go calculator. Actually, it should tell us the block reward on it. Fedora coin block reward. Anyways, let's say we solo mine 5,000 times. What's the current price? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6185. That's 3 cents. Awesome. So 3 cents per block. Now, however many coins you get a day, you know, we'll see what happens. Or if that's 5,000 a day, I don't know. But let's just fast forward and see what happens. You know, it was 0. Why is that? Oh, that's currently. Where's all? Again. Let's look at this again. 0.0. 0.0001702. 0.001. Wait, there's 3 zeros there, wasn't there? Let's not mess this up. 3 zeros. 0.01702 or something. So that's $3.55. So it doesn't sound like much, so I don't know if that's what you're getting a day or if that's what you're getting an hour. Maybe you're getting that an hour times that by 24. You know, maybe you're making $85 a day when it comes to the spike. Could that be a thing? I have no idea. You know, we're gonna have to test that out and get down to it. We'll see what happens. Interesting. The new stands you made, will you sell them? I don't know. I got to talk to the person that actually made them for me and see, I guess, what he wants to do with them. If we can sell them or if he wants to keep it a secret. I don't see any problems with it. Potentially, maybe we can do that. But I got to talk to him first because I didn't make them myself. He made them. I don't hold any of these CPU coins. I trade them for proof of stake coins. Am I a terrible person? No, Mav, you do whatever you want. Whatever you feels in your best interest, you know, do it. But Pulsar is a proof of stake coin. I just made, well, it's 4 blocks now. So yeah, we're like $8 today I made for it, having my wallet open, hanging out down here. But I was on a dry spell and all of a sudden it just shot that many. So awesome. If you make them, I'll buy them. All right, sounds good. I'm still waiting for Pulsar Wallet to mine, but gaining coins with CPU. Yeah, TSL projects. How many coins you got in your wallet now? What's your coins at? Like, at least, like, some people got lucky, like 120 coins. They hit a block one day, but I do believe to get like one a day, you need at least 3,400 coins or so. So if you're at around the 3,000 mark, they should be coming. And if you're above that, you definitely should have had some blocks or something by now. Made my machines run hotter too, but his are better. More research, TLDR. Yeah, you'll really have to play with cores on yes script. Using over half your threads typically decreases hash. Oh, interesting. Gave up on CPU mining, and I have the perfect CPUs for it. You got the perfect CPUs for it, and you gave up. But you know, depending where you are, you know, some people, their power price might be extremely high, or they, you know, gonna wait for a price to come up again. Depends where you are in the world. The pap, respect the pap. What? All right, guys. Anyway, we've been here for a little while, so I guess we should wrap this one up. So I appreciate everybody for showing up to this live stream. I will probably go live tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Usually I go live on Fridays also. So thanks for watching, everyone, and
Rabid out.